This is Rockslapping Champions. Player 1, playing Mengsk, we have Clever Name. And player 2, playing Tychus, we have Makasamich. So let's have a look at the masteries while the players get set up. Mengsk is a level 134 commander, has an interesting split into the Conscript support and the Royal Guard support. We have 30 points of the Royal Guard cost, and then 25 points and 5 points of the Guard experience. I'm not really sure what the optimization that's made over here is, but that is what seems to be happening over there. We have Tychus going to go and poke some of this enemy base here just to see what the enemy composition is. So we can see it's a Machines of War, which is the classic... It's not a classic mech Terran, but it used to be the old composition, which is the mech build. So, Tychus over here has gone for the Tychus attack speed, the Tri-Outlaw Mastery, and the Medevac cooldown. And you can see Mengsk is already pretty much at max supply over there. He is using 23 out of 21 workers, and now we have another one that's being moved over here to just try and optimize some of this mineral patch that is being mined over on this side. So there is a maximum and an optimal gather rate, and you really don't want to go above that 21. Ideally, you want to stay about 19, but I think that... Did one of those guys actually move back to the mineral line? I think that's probably what happened over there. And yeah, basically Mengsk is just going to try and ramp up as quickly as possible to try and get his Imperial Witnesses out and increase his mandate generation a little bit further. So the one thing to also note over here is that you are dealing with a Terran composition, and he has a large number of troopers that are being queued up on this side. So the total of the whole entire 8 slots are actually filled with troopers right now, and these troopers are going to be working their way. What is that guy doing? I thought I saw one guy just moving back and forth. Yeah, like that. Okay, there we go. So these rocks will end up getting cleared by Mengsk right now. And he is actually just continuously, yes, so he's basically ramping up now, wants to try and get his Imperial Witnesses out. These Witnesses will increase his mandate generation and will allow him to get a little bit more effectiveness in the early game, where he needs these extra bunkers and these extra units out, and gives him the pushing power that he needs until he gets his Royal Guard out. So he has that. He also has a bunch of troopers that are not all attacking these rocks over here. And are they going to start building the command center or no? Okay, so there we go. Now they're all moved forward, and they'll go and clear out these rocks over here. And they should also be able to be converted if there is a bunker nearby to start building some of the this command center right now. So let's see what Mengsk is going to do over here. Tychus is going to go and engage. So the guys from the bunker get unloaded and converted to laborers. And the rest of these guys are going to be watching these laborers continue. Okay, now there we go. So what's going to happen, and they're all going to be allocated towards the gas rocks. Okay, no, never mind. So that's what's going to happen. He's going to go and he's going to fast build his command center. Now he is ready to continue. We have 2 Imperial Witnesses that are over here. They're just chilling right now. They are not really doing anything. Tychus already ready to deal with the first train. And these 2 Imperial Witnesses are still sitting over here, not doing really anything. And Tychus is now going to start pushing towards this next train that has spawned. And there's a little bit of an escort harass over here, but that is going to be cleared out without too many issues from Tychus. Imperial Witnesses now are in position, and they are going to be generating that extra mandate. You'll see Mengsk's mandate generation just start to skyrocket once he has the other upgrade, which he needs from his fusion core, which he does not seem to be getting right now. That might be sometime soon, where he'll try and get the extra mandate generation which he needs. There's an upgrade of the fusion core, which is the amplified airwaves upgrade. That is very, very important for allowing Mengsk to spam his abilities. Tychus with the Rattlesnake over here, gonna go and take out this train right now. And what is Mengsk producing? He's producing a siege tank right now. So he has a siege tank now that is going to be ready over here. And before I get there, I just want to say these skins look really good. Like, the Mengsk skins are probably some of the most polished looking skins that are there in the game. Really, really cool skins. But the siege tank now is just going to be watching Tychus, not really doing anything right now. It's just going to be waiting over here. And now Mengsk is going to start researching 4 upgrades together. So he's doing the drop upgrade, the Neo Steel Fortified Armor upgrade, the aim assist, and he's going to get the Earth Split range as well. All 4 upgrades have been queued up right now for Mengsk, and now we have another attack wave that is making its way towards the players' bases. And now the most part, seems to be okay. Interestingly enough, though, Mengsk's upgrades are not actually showing up in the production tab over here. And we have a little bit of a harass here from some of the Hellions, but Tychus is able to intercept this, and there's a bunker drop as well on the back to try and defend this side. So all in all seems okay. And now we have Nikara out as well, and Rattlesnake, so I'm not sure if Tychus wants to just try and troll. Usually when you're going up against a Mech Terran, what you can do is you can forego Rattlesnake and just go for Vega straight away. Get Vega, get Nikara out, and just steal half of Amon's units. It does make it a little bit easier. It's actually kind of fun. It's a fun build to play as well, now that Nikara is actually significantly improved from being a Rockslapping Champion material to actually a very viable first choice. There is a medevac pickup, and you can see now the effect of the medevac pickup has been reduced. There's no longer an instant heal. In fact, it's a gradual heal right now. There are a lot of siege tanks on this side, and they're dealing a lot of damage to Tychus unless he's able to clear out this. And he does end up managing to clear out the siege tanks for shelling on the back line. Over here, Mengsk is just continuously setting up a fortified perimeter. He has a bunch of assault troopers and his one siege tank on the high ground, ready to deal damage to this train as it passes through the low ground on here. What is Mengsk producing now? He's going to produce a Pride of Augustgrad, his capital ship, and he has his fusion core down, but he hasn't actually gotten his mandate generation upgrade. And you can see here, like, he's getting about 60 mandate per 240 seconds. But he can double that mandate generation from his troopers over here, especially because he has his Imperial Witnesses, and that's the kind of build that he kind of wants to do. So he's using a lot of bunkers and whatnot, but he's not actually generating the mandate that he needs to be able to spam those abilities as frequently as he'd like. So the amplified airwaves upgrade is really important. That research is not being done. And now there's another attack wave that has spawned and will be moving towards the player's bases. So he has 2 engineering bases, but he's queued up 3 upgrades on one and no upgrades on the other. I also want to draw your attention to that. And now the Pride of Augustgrad is ready to go and provide some pride to Augustgrad by dealing good amounts of damage. There is one small turret over here, and this turret has been used to prevent attacks against ghosts from ghosts over here. And now Tychus moves back just in time to intercept this attack wave. And now we have a bunch of Earth Splitters on this side that are being dropped for Mengsk. And the standard idea about Earth Splitters is to just build as many of them, especially when you're up against a ground composition. Earth Splitters do a really good job here. Again, still there's a second engineering bay upgrade here, but only one of these engineering bays are doing anything over here. Tychus taking a lot of damage on the front line, but Nikara basically makes him invincible against pretty much anything. And now Tychus is going to start dealing damage to this train, and you can see that Crooked Sam is out as well, so getting extra damage to this train. And now these assault troopers have been decided to mobilize without their buddy siege tank and try and attack this train. So they will be able to deal a little bit of damage to this train, and for the most part, yeah, this train will end up going down. The Pride of Augustgrad is in position, and now there is a hybrid that is going to start picking off some of these assault troopers. And there are a lot of hybrids over here. There is a Widow Mine over here, and Mengsk has not realized that, and that Widow Mine procs onto these assault troopers over here, and does end up killing off a few of them. A total of 14 assault troopers have been lost so far, and that Widow Mine is still there in position. And that is going to start killing off some of these other units as well if they're not really paying attention. There's something else over here. There are a few more assault troopers being dropped into position, and I think they might be in range of the Widow Mine. So now there's a Goliath over here, and now the Goliath actually gets these assault troopers to pull back, and now there is a Cloaked Banshee over here and a siege tank at the back, and that siege tank is just shelling off some of these units here. Few more assault troopers come out, and as soon as one gets dropped, the siege tank shell goes off now. And now there is an attack wave, and that Pride of Augustgrad does try and get microed back a little bit, and now there is a Zerg call down as well. And I think this Pride of Augustgrad will end up surviving for the most part. I think it ends up clearing out the attack wave. That was a little bit too close of a call, too close for comfort, and that Widow Mine is still over there. I think there's another one over there as well. Widow Mine tries to run away, but unfortunately not good enough. And now the first set of double train waves have spawned, and this is going to be a bit of an issue for our commanders, because that, you can see the size of this attack wave over here is just really massive. And Mengsk has a bunch of assault troopers that are sitting at 5 HP, and a Pride of Augustgrad that is maybe a little bit less here. This Widowmine is just getting... How many kills are there on the Widowmine right now? It has a total of 8 kills right now. It's gotten 8 kills on just that one Widowmine. So that Widowmine is being an MVP right now. The Pride of Augustgrad is getting repaired, and now there are a lot of Goliaths that are going to try and focus fire down the Pride of Augustgrad, and that thing is going to end up going down, even though there is a Contaminated Strike that gets dropped from Mengsk. That is unfortunately not good enough, and that is Mengsk's army completely shredded by that massive attack wave. Now Tychus is in position with the Odin, drops a nuke, instantly deletes the escort wave, and now all that is left is a little bit of the train. It is again a little bit more harass here. There is a bunker that gets dropped from Mengsk to try and deal with these two hybrid destroyers, but they live up to their name, and they are indeed destroyers, and they will end up destroying this bunker, I think. It's getting a little bit close. And now the fun has begun. There is a nuke onto Mengsk's base. And where is Mengsk looking? Mengsk has not noticed that there is a nuke on his side. And I think Tychus has ended up managing to clear out the side here. But there is a ghost there. Okay, so the ghost does end up dropping a nuke right now. So it does end up killing off a large number of his laborers now. And now there is another nuke here. But that ghost is not the ghost that was nuking the base. There is another ghost that was hidden somewhere else. And that nuke is going to end up going down, cancelling all of Mengsk's queued up research before the Pride of Augustgrad jumps into position to try and take out that ghost. Mengsk's base is on fire. Everything's on fire right now. There is nothing over here. Mengsk has lost a total of 25 workers. There's another ghost over here that just has the guts to try and walk in and try and intercept some more of these workers, but unfortunately the Pride of Augustgrad was there to stop the onslaught, and now the next train has spawned. What is Mengsk looking at right now? He is looking at the remnants of his base, and the other thing I've noticed is that these Earth Players are not actually loaded with any units. The Earth Players are only very useful when you have a large number of them, or preferably, you should always be loading them anyway, because loading them is just as good as building an extra Earth Player. Now, there is another nuke on this side. I do not know if that nuke actually will end up landing. I don't think it does. I think it did end up getting picked off by the Pride of Augustgrad that was there. And now the siege tank moves into position, and I think things should be okay for the most part. There's an interesting rally point over here. Not really sure what that rally point is about.
Your ally has engaged.
There's a rally to the... What? There's a rally to the Pride of Augustgrad? I'm not really sure why that is the case, but apparently that is the case. Yeah, I have no idea what's... I don't know why that rally point even exists over there.
Your ally has entered the fray. Stand as...
Oh, that is... I think that is the... Yeah, okay, that is the assault trooper... That's the assault trooper rally point. He wants to drop them right in front... Right next to the Pride of Augustgrad. I guess that's okay. But now, we have the shock division. It's just meandering around, not really sure where he wants to be. Okay, so he does besiege it up on the high ground, and now there's another attack way over here. Mengsk already flowing at a total of 100 mandate. No use of the mandate so far, and now there's an attack wave that is moving towards player space. Mengsk is ready. He wants to go and engage that side. With the artillery firing somewhere completely random. I'm not really sure where they're firing, but Tychus is already in position. Intercept this attack wave, uses one of the Nukes abilities, the Psystorm ability for Nukes, I don't know what it is called, and ends up clearing out that attack wave as well. What is the mission completion at the moment? It's 6 out of 9, and now we have another nuke for Mengsk, and Mengsk again is not really sure where it is. He does teleport his Pride of Augustgrad, but he has no detection right now, and that is a huge problem because the ghost is just out of range, and pop goes the weasel again, and there is another nuke onto Mengsk's base, and I think that was the ghost that has been cleared out after he gets adequate detection. And Mengsk is not very happy that we have nukes in his base. The funny thing is there's one simple solution to this problem. It's just building a missile turret, which Mengsk has decided to not do so far, while Tychus goes and deals with this set of trains. And there we go. I think now we have is that a missile turret? Yes, that is a missile turret being constructed. There's a bunker as well as being created right now onto the side. So this now should end the onslaught of nukes for Mengsk. You can see there's a little bit more harass here, some more ghosts here, and now there's another two hybrid destroyers that are attacking that bunker. And that bunker will end up getting picked off reasonably quickly because that bunker cannot fight back. There are no dudes inside that bunker, and that is going to be a bit of an issue now because these hybrid destroyers are going to start using their lifty moves onto these laborers and start killing off the laborers one by one. And over here, we do have a few siege tanks right now, a few more Prides of Augustgrad. Now, Mengsk is going to engage some of these hybrids as well, and these two Widow Mines do end up burrowing, and there's a pullback on Mengsk. He realizes that there are a bunch of Widow Mines that are causing a little bit of harassment right now, and I think these hybrid destroyers have ended up picking off the refinery, and now they will start attacking this side. He does teleport the two Prides of Augustgrad to try and deal with this. There is a 2 Yamato cannons to go down, and they're killing off these hybrids. Now, there's an attack wave that is moving towards Mengsk's base, and you can see there's a science vessel that casts a barrier here just to troll these. There's a shock division now, and this shock division is going to get completely obliterated by this attack wave. Now the Pride of Augustgrads as well, taking a little bit of damage, but you can see the power of the Yamato cannons, and as soon as he's cleared out the entire attack wave, he decides to end up using his nuke and clear out the 1 or 2 Odins that were remaining in the attack wave. And the nukes are not done yet. There is now 1 more nuke for Tychus because that turret has fallen as a result of all the damage output from the escort waves and the random attacks here. And that ends up killing off pretty much all his medevac platforms, but Tychus doesn't really care because he is already in position and he'll be able to clean up this train without too many problems. There's now another ghost that is just attacking away at this command center, but those are pretty much all the trains, I believe, done. Mengsk has spread the love of nukes all around the map, and that is GG.